Greetings to all of you beautiful people. Welcome back. It's your girl Kriti and I am back with yet another episode of Mindfulness. Today I'll be talking about the mental health issues and I'll be giving you five ways in which you can actually take care of your mental health issues in the best manner possible. So 2020 hasn't been a very good year for many of us, and we are actually trying to do our best and take care of our mental health because we are facing so many issues because of the work from home, the pandemic, and everything is happening around us. So it becomes an ultimate question for us to how to take good care of our mental health. So today I'll be sharing five ways in which you can take care of your mental health. If you like the video, do let me know in the comment section below, and let's get started. So the very first thing that you can do to take care of your mental health is that you have to stop being really harsh on yourself. Do not measure success. If you are planning to wake up 15 minutes earlier than your scheduled time, or if you're drinking an additional glass of water in one day, then that is also a success. So do not measure your success as a big success or a small success, because all of the success is actually helping you move forward. So ultimately it is going to help you with your self growth. So stop measuring success, stop being so harsh on yourself. The second thing that I would like to tell you is that start journaling. So what journaling or what mandala creation or mandala coloring does is it helps you to get your feelings out, to get your emotions out on the paper. So oftentimes what happens is that we are so much entangled with our own set of troubles that when we start talking to the same things with other people, they also feel very much worried about us. So they are already having other set of troubles that they are going through, and we often don't feel like inviting them to our trouble zone. So to minimize that kind of friction in your own mind when it comes to communicating your feelings, just get all those feelings out on a paper, journal your feelings out, journal your emotions out as much as possible, so that it clears up your mind, and then you have a fresh set of things that you can think about, a fresh set of feelings that you can encounter, feelings that you can acknowledge and address. So that also helps a lot when it comes to taking care of your mental health and keeping the mental health in balance. The third thing, a very important thing in today's scenario, is to set boundaries. So since all of us are working from home, what we are doing is oftentimes we are doing overtime. We are working for more than we are supposed to work, or maybe sometimes we are giving time to our families. So in all these activities, in all these scheduled activities, the office, the families, and everything that is happening around us, we are not able to take out our me time, which is very important. So try to set boundaries, try to set some fixed hours for your office, some fixed hours for your family, and try to take out a small portion of your time schedule for yourself and do whatever makes you happy in that time. Be it a walk, be it a talk with a friend, or drawing, sketching, anything that makes you happy, just keep that me time for yourself completely. The fourth thing, a very important thing again that you can do, is communicate. So communicate often how you're feeling, why you're feeling that way. If any kind of action or if any conversation is making you feel bad or question yourself, then try to communicate these kind of feelings that you're going through with the person who is in conversation on the other end. So what this helps with is that there is a very clear communication between the two of you, or between you, among you people, and it clearly tells them about how you're feeling, so they can also measure their actions, they can also try working things out at their end, and it ultimately helps the relationship between both of you guys. The last thing that you can do is set goals for yourself. So don't go for some preset scheduled goals for somebody else and try to follow them in that strict timeline, because what happens is we individually take different time to take care of a particular task. So I might be able to do some task in an hour, and you might be able to do some task in half an hour. So if I am aligning my goals with your goals, then I won't really be able to manage it, because my timeline will always be different than yours. So these were the 5 tips that I wanted to share with you in order to take good care of your mental health. I really hope you learned something new, you find these useful, and you implement these in your day-to-day life. Do let me know how you find these out. Share this video with any of your friends if you feel like they need to hear this thing right now. Like and subscribe the channel if you like this kind of content, if you want to know more about how to be mindful about your life and how to take care of your mental health in the best manner possible. I will get back to you with another episode of Mindful Vibing. Till then, stay blessed, stay curious, and stay mindful. Bye bye.